her say anything like that. So the main thing in this is the donors, the people who supported the affiliates, and the influencers or content creators or businesses that promoted it. Okay, so check. Contact a class action lawyer. You'll need an attorney who specializes in consumer fraud, nonprofit fraud, or class action suits. So we're going to search for class action fraud attorneys or consumer protection lawyers in your state. You can also file complaints with your state attorney general and FTC, which might help push a civil case even if you don't get a lawyer right away. Okay? Number 4, consider these legal angles. Depending on how it was structured, they may be guilty of wire fraud, using internet affiliate marketing to solicit false donations, charity fraud, if they claim this was a nonprofit or donations. So we know that she claimed that it wasn't a nonprofit, so charity fraud will take that off because she did claim that it was that it wasn't a nonprofit or anything like that. Breach of implied contract, if people contributed based on a promise. Well, there's another. Unfair trade practices, if affiliate programs were misrepresented. Another check. Number 5, public pressure helps. Class actions are more likely to move when multiple victims come forward, there's public proof of the lie, screenshots, videos, and receipts. We have those. 1,000%, her voice, her lives, her face, her words saying those exact things. 100% of the affiliate money that we earn will go to palliative care products for the Forever Nursery. Check. There's media or social attention on the scam. Check. If you want help, they can, if you look with ChatGPT, it helps you with almost anything. So drafting a call to action to find others impacted, writing a formal complaint to the AG and FTG or affiliate network, or organizing a timeline of evidence. So let's draft a call to action to find others impacted, and let's see what that comes up with. So, let's start our call to action. Were you misled by false claims about the bereavement room for terminally ill children, the Forever Nursery / Jude's Journey Room? A content creator publicly claimed that affiliate programs or purchases would help fund a bereavement room for terminally ill children. A space meant to bring peace, comfort, and dignity to families at the hardest time of their lives. Many people supported this effort, shared the calls, and contributed, believing their time, clicks, and money were going to something meaningful. What? The Forever Nursery that does not exist. On court record does not exist. We've since discovered there's no record of funds being used for its creation. No hospital care center has confirmed any involvement. So if you have donated money or time to this cause, shared affiliate links under the impression it was helping build the Forever Nursery, promoted this campaign on your page or platform, were emotionally impacted by this lie, you may be eligible to join a class action lawsuit or a formal complaint. This is about more than money. It is about accountability. What have we been saying since the beginning? Accountability. Exploiting the suffering of terminally ill children and grieving families for personal profit is not just unethical, It's illegal. So to join the list of impacted individuals and to get more information, please contact us. BushyPanda@gmail. We're going to look into it and see what we can do with the class action lawsuit. The main thing is we have all the evidence. So if they don't want to help on the criminal side, then we have to call to action on the civil side. We don't know how long it's going to take on the criminal side. We don't know. But what we do know is there is hundreds of people that have receipts where they believed that their money was going to help to build a bereavement room for these children and these families, and it didn't happen. So that's what we need to figure out. We need to figure out, and we need to look into class action attorneys. We need to get together and figure this out. That's the only way. It's the only way to stop it. There's gonna be people who are against our movement. There's gonna be people who think that it's for clout, it's for monetization. There's gonna be plenty of people who believe that it's just girl drama. But receipts don't lie. Those videos don't lie. When she told everybody that that money was going to go towards the Forever Nursery to help those children and their families, people believed it. And I want you to see.
And Marines. Headquarters. If they wanted to, be a rock star, we'll decorate it like a rock star's room. If they love Justin Bieber, we decorated one that got all Justin Bieber shit. If they wanted to be a princess, if they wanted to be anything, okay, anything, whatever, okay, then we will do whatever it takes to make that room filled with palatable care items. Any of the money that comes from the affiliates goes towards the palatable care items that are needed for those rooms.
Memory. And so what are some ways that you really keep his memory alive?
This is the Mommy Knows Best blog, where a lot of mothers are a part of this. And this is an interview they had with Ashley Chauvin.
So when we started the crafting group, the Show Me Chauvin crafting group, we have what's called Jude's Journey Room in Children's Hospital. And it's a bereavement room where when children are actively dying, the mothers there or the children there can request anything they want.
I don't know if they meant anything by that.
If the mothers have never gone home with their children, we decorate the room to look just like a nursery, to where they feel like they are at home and they have that feeling. Because mothers never got to ever go home to their nursery, but they have decorated and they got to experience. If a child has, if they're 6 years old and they wish they could have grown up to be a Marine, we give them the money to decorate the room and get anything they want to be a Marine in those final days before they die. That's one of the ways we honor Jude, is the Jude's Journey.
That's weird.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the amazing affiliates that have supported this page. Thank you to the affiliates who stuck with me. Every single affiliate that I've had, minus one, which good riddance, has stuck with me and believed in me instead of running in hate groups and smut and lying and stirring drama and crap. All of my affiliates that have supported this dream and this mission and this belief and this goal, thank you. Thank you for standing by what was right. Thank you for standing by what was true. Thank you for not believing the bullshit. Thank you for standing what was right by business and by what was morally right. Thank you for being better human beings than all those other people. Thank you for adding another feather in our caps.
I'll say it again. Nobody won or lost when it came to those court cases. That was a stunt to silence us. That was her running to do the restraining order to silence us. There was no win or loss. She came on the last one in March and said, you know what, I lost. I didn't do that. I didn't go in her face and be like, oh, I won, bitch. I mean, I did play All I Did Was Win, 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 but that is literally my motto song. I have been playing that song since the day it came out. So period. I mean, there's no win or lose when it comes to that, okay? It was a stint to keep us silent, and we're not gonna be. So now, yeah, it was a way to get us to spend money. Did we have to spend a shit ton of money? Yeah, all together. You know, there's a shit ton of money. There's still going to be more money. You know what I mean? Like, so she got that part. Great. We're happy for you. But now we're going to look into going to a civil lawsuit. And I think that's probably the next step that will push this to make it noted, you know, to prove that this is full-on theft by deception, wire fraud. You know, these are scams. So, you know, nobody has an order on them. There's no order. It's just like we were 2 months ago. There's no order. Everything's good. Everything's back to normal. Now it's back to trying to figure out where the money is. And since she doesn't want to tell us where the money is because it's not our business, then maybe a class action lawsuit to prove these things in court for specifically the Jude's Journey Room. Can this step be done in your home state? In my home state? I don't know. I mean, my main thing is I didn't donate to this. So that part isn't gonna be, you know, I can't be involved with the class action lawsuit. I don't believe that would have me involved with it because I never donated to send money or under these affiliation links. I didn't know her back then. So these are for people who did, which are still hundreds of people. Yeah, I will help to guide the best that I can. I do not have any legal background or anything. So for support, for looking into it, research, absolutely. But that's what we need to figure out is where this would be based out of. And that's where an attorney would come in. So I think the main thing is to find out. We need to get we need everybody to reach out. So what I would say is maybe some of the victims that are willing to do this, if you're a part of if you're a part of TLC, or we need to have a spot where everybody can come together that wants to do this and wants to, has their financial records, where they've bought from these affiliates under the impression that it was going towards a Discord. I don't know much about Discord, but I guess that's something that we can definitely do. Yeah, the main thing is that you could probably get your money back. And if you can't get, who knows what happens? I don't know if she can't pay, you put the lien on her house. I'm not sure how that works, but at least it will be, proven that she got y'all. She took that money and she ran with it and made people believe. And that's not okay. It's not. Of course she spent that money. 1000% she spent that money. Come on, my opinion is that it was gone as soon as she decided it was going to be too hard. I've said this from the get-go. I don't care if she spoke with the hospital and, was going up to decide, hey, I'm going to talk to you about the room. I don't care. I think she probably did do that. I've said that from the beginning. I think she probably did have some meetings with these, hospitals, or with the New Orleans Children's Hospital. I think she found out that it was going to be too expensive, or it was going to be too much work to put in it. And at that point she realized, this is a great cash cow. I can just keep doing this for as long as I can, and hopefully nobody asks me about it. I don't know what's happening with that. We gave him the information. He said he would reach out to his legal team. So for him, that's all we did, is give him the information and the video. In the beginning, she had good intentions. And that's my thought is, she got that money. She wanted to do something good with it. I don't think that it started out as this huge ploy to con people. I think she realized it was easily available and she could market the hell out of this. And that's what she did. She monetized on the loss of her child, in my opinion, by saying the story over and over and over again and preying on your emotions. And as she tells the story, of course, it's going to bring up the heartbreak all over again, of losing your child. So people of hundreds are watching this on a, nightly basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, of her breaking down, of her telling the story of what happened to him, from, finding out about, the cancer to his last breath. She tells it and she tells it and she tells it. And, if that is her grief, if that's the way that she grieves, I completely understand that, because everybody grieves their own way. However, she was using that, in my opinion, to gain the sympathy for you guys to continue to buy more glitter from this place, buy more alcohol inks from this place, buy more vinyl from this place, buy more things from Amazon, buy Cricuts, buy this, and the more that she marketed it, she realized, oh, I'm getting $1,000 from this one, I'm getting $5,000 from here, I'm getting $500 from here, I'm getting $150 from here, I'm getting $30 from here, and it's coming from 70 to 100 different businesses, and all of these people are buying from multiple businesses, and some of these businesses are also matching what she's earning affiliation wise for the Forever Nursery, the bereavement room. So it's this long circle of, you know, whether it's $10 or $1,000, she is getting it and it's lasting for years until people say, wait, where the hell is this room at? You know, and then when she gets called out, it's, you know, let me tell the story again. Let me see if I can reel you back in. Let me prey on your emotions some more. You know? And I've sat back over the past 3 months thinking, you know, because I know at the beginning I said, how could people fall for this? And, you know, honestly, sitting back and thinking, it's very easy to fall for this when you think about it. When you watch a mother cry due to the loss of their child. I don't know many people that aren't gonna break down with them, because they, even if they don't have children themselves, there's that instinct of, you lost something that was yours. Like that was life. That was your baby. Whether they're 6 months old or 60 years old, you know, that is your child. Whether you adopted them or gave birth to them. As a human being, someone who loses their child has got to be one of the most tragic things that someone can ever go through. And so, unfortunately, it's happened to so many people that they understand. And so when they have the same feeling and they're like, ooh, I couldn't be the one to do this for my child, but I want to help you build something for yours. Because a little part of them is saying it's going for them too. It's going for their child too. You know? It's sickening. It disgusts me. Pretend podcast. I'll do a story. Javier. Let me write that down. Pretend podcast. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, what are y'all's thoughts so far on this? I've been talking, y'all know when I get into a rant, I stop looking at comments and I just spew. So let's take a second. It's a really bad time for me a few years ago after the passing of my daughter. I couldn't imagine. We need to keep pushing. I agree with that. Do we think that going the class action lawsuit would be the next best step? We need to somehow spread it further than social media. I agree with that. Get the news involved. We have reached out to the Attorney General. I think the lawsuit is great. I think it's a good way for all the victims. I agree with that. Someone mentioned a class action in earlier labs. You want to email, you have a couple ideas? Yes, absolutely. If you have ideas, send it to me. The billboard is First Amendment right. I mean, it's freedom of speech. I think that's what we should start doing, is definitely looking into reaching out to some more investigative journalists, reaching out to some class action attorneys, and finding out where we could file for that. This has been going on for years. How is this going to be different? She just starts harassing. How is what going to be different? I mean, we've been doing this for three months already. I mean, if we don't do something, if we don't try, nothing's gonna happen. You know, people tried to get women's rights for how long? How long did it take? How many battles did you have to go through before we won it? Interracial marriage, how long did that take? You know, gay marriage, how long did that take? I mean, you have to fight battles for it to mean something. It's not easy. It's not gonna be easy. She's smart. I've said that from the get-go. She has a blueprint. This is something that, it's not something that just like came to her. She has slowly and meticulously figured out how to do this. So, exactly, it's not easy. Will that shut her up? What? I mean, I'm not trying, the thing is, I'm not trying to shut Chauvin up, if that's what people think. It's not trying to shut Chauvin up. Look, if she does things legally by doing her TikTok shop and, you know, sending out her cups, if she were to actually send her products out, you know, and things like that, like, do your thing, you know, until you get arrested and charged with the crimes. You know, I don't care about that. I'm not trying to get her to shut up. I just don't want her to scam more people. I don't want her to use her manipulative ways to get you to send her money, to get you to pay for things for her, to make you feel guilty, like she can't afford to, you know, pay for housing and stuff for her family. You know what I mean? Like, those are the things that people need to be aware of. She is using these ways to gain money. And, you know, it's the same way with senior citizens. When people call and they do it and they make them believe that there's a outstanding bill and they're going to go to jail if they do that. And people start, you know, they're sending them all this money, right? It's the same way. It's a scam. Yes, as many people can reach out to you know, investigative journalists to make it real. You know what I mean? Like, let's get in contact with some of these. If anybody knows any attorneys that do class action lawsuits that, you know, would give the advice. I mean, that's the main thing, is to have a consult and see what their thought process is. You know, is this, I mean, I honestly, with all my heart, believe this is a easy class action lawsuit. I mean, it is from her mouth, the horse's mouth, that says, you know, you are doing this for the bereavement room. This is why I need the money. It's nonstop for years. And the room does not exist, and that is on court record. Oh, I would love for Nancy Grace. Get it. Yeah, see, I don't know, like, how do you, like, do we just reach out to, like, 60 Minutes and things like that? You know what I mean? I think Nancy Grace would be huge into it because she's a woman's advocate. You know, she's all about women, women's rights and women being duped. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely something that she would, I think that would be something that she would definitely be interested in. Just having it come across to her would be the part. Compton, who's that? You can reach out to Chris. Yeah, dude, definitely. If you can reach out to him and just get thoughts and opinions, that's the main thing. We need to know avenues, you know? Sorry. It's not that I'm not discussing other cases. I don't really know a whole lot about what's going on besides like public record when it comes to Queen's case. You know, so it's not for me to speak on because I just don't know the facts of what's happening on that as of right now. So I can't speak on it. Is one of my clients on my job? I can ask people. Yeah, definitely. Anybody who can reach out and they have contacts to someone, attorneys or someone that's in the industry of investigative journalism, things like that. I think it would be helpful. Exactly. I could hear Nancy Grace just like, you know. And my thing is like, look, I don't have to be the face of this. I've said that from the beginning, man. If it's just the victims that are, and I don't know what to say. The people who were scammed or conned by Ashley Chauvin, you know, if those are the ones that go on there and tell their story and explain what happened, that's fine with me. I don't care. The main thing is she needs to have repercussions for the things that she's done. Someone needs to go after her. These women need to go after her for the money that they have put into this, for the emotional stress that she has done. And I know the amount of people who have the text messages and Facebook messages of her just berating and intimidating and threatening the hell out of you. I've seen them. That's huge. You know? Yeah, Nancy Grace is not easily manipulated. That's true. Yeah, maybe we can complete a list and we can just start, you know, figuring it out. What about the person from the Today Show? I do know that lady with the Today Show reached out, so maybe that is something they're willing to do. I think the main thing is to have a report, a timeline that, and it just doesn't look the way that I'm so weird with how I want things to go out. So I don't know. The story that goes out with the facts, like, it needs to be like so factual, but it can't be word vomit. That's the problem. And I've said it before, this story is so big, it branches out. And so it's easily misconstrued into so many different things. So the main focus needs to be on, when it comes to doing things with these, you know, podcasts and reaching out to investigative journalists and all of these different avenues that we're going to try to go out, so, why am I going blank here? Class action lawsuit, things like that. It needs to stay focused, because that's the problem. When we start going right here, you get zoned out and you're like, wait, this is so much. And it's not that those facts aren't important. They are important. But the main thing that started this, the initial scam that started this, created by Jude's Journey Room, the Forever Nursery. We have so many people that I'm sure we can get this done in a factual... I'm trying to think of the way that I need to say it. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know the words that I'm trying to use. It's just not wanting to come out. I'm still dog tired from trying to, like, get my brain back. Yes, factual. No, this isn't a Hallmark movie. This isn't, a TV show where you need to add a little bit of flair to catch their eye. It needs to catch their eye, but it needs to catch their eye because of the facts. No opinion, facts. This is what she said. This is what she did. These are the amount of people that are affected. This is what is happening. There's no room. There's no money. What happened? I'm good with talking. It's different writing. Yeah, if you don't, either way, I think I'm going to go ahead. I mean, I know we're going to go ahead and look into the class action. Today was me trying to just get life back in order. And like I said, I honestly didn't even feel like going live. I just wanted to chill, but I did. So, and I'm glad I did, because I think we're finally getting back to, I think some of it got swayed. I think pettiness came out in a lot of us, including me. And we've said this before, I think that's where this case always gets lost, is because we lose focus. So let's get it back. And let's work together as a community. If y'all can help me figure out a Discord, I don't understand it. But maybe we start something like that, of the people who truly have been affected through this. And that way we know the amount of people that's willing to legally go forward with this. To know if everybody is willing to do it, and we have enough people, I think that it's going to be a perfect situation, because we will get the legal advice, we will be able to show the facts, and the case will be only about the Forever Nursery, Jude's Journey Room. There's no, she said this, they did that, harassed this, blah, 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 that, stalking this, boo-hoo that, it's, this was what she stated. This is what we believed. This is what never happened. This is what we're asking. These are the threats she gave me. This is the intimidation that she used to try to get me to send the affiliation money, that once I figured out that it wasn't for what she said it was for, you know, like all of these different things. But we can have someone who is fully knowledgeable in this type of scenario. So that way we can base this fully factual, no feelings involved, and hold her accountable. Contact the person who reached out from the Today Show. She may have contacts. Yes, I think we're gonna do that. So we're gonna figure some things out, and yeah, she's NTLC. I mean, she's watching right now. You know, that's one thing. She will claim that we stalk, we do this, we do that. However, she is lurking in all corners at all times, you know, praying for us to go live to feel good about herself. So it's okay. I ordered one of those. What are they called? Water picks.
Oh, okay.
And those the things that
I have one.
You have one in there?
Yeah, I don't use it like I should.
Oh. Well, I'm going to order one off the TikTok shop. And just...
Specialty.
See, there's always going to be a little petty. So, of course, that's why I think that, you know, bringing an attorney in that understands will be beneficial, because we are humans and we get frustrated and we think about things, and she knows how to push people's buttons. She knows how to try to get people to say something, you know. Yeah, it's not worth her lives. Her lives aren't worth me watching anymore. And I'll say this, you know, if y'all came here because I used to play the lives and everything over lives or whatever, I feel like, you know, at this point she wants that. She wants it, you know, and why give it to her? Why give it to her? The lives are boring. That's the thing, you know, the cooking lives, the crafting lives, they're boring as shit now. So have fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just boring. So she'll get her wish on that. Like, I'm not going to watch her page. I could really give a fuck less anymore. The main thing that we need to do is to help make her held accountable. So, criminally and civilly. We can do it both. Yeah, or listening to her eat and spit. It's just whatever. It's not worth it anymore. Is Queen cooking? Is she cooking soul food? Yeah, she can watch us. You can enjoy it. She's gonna be in here in a fake because she's not, you know, she's not on my account. She can be in here in a fake. That's fine. Oh, she was earlier. Yeah, she wants it. Like, that's the thing. She wants to see us, like, oh, they're watching me. Well, we don't have to. It's boring. I don't want to hear it anyway, so, what was I gonna do? This right here.
Quid pro quo, what you want? 'Cause I'm watching it. Pipe down, show me need some whole nother politics. So yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yi-yi-yo. Yeah, you already know. Serving this hot, get a bowl for your mama and grab me some dipping sauce. I want the whole enchilada. I feel like you're living in a cesspool. Time to get on your shit like next do. Little girl, I'm a big dog. And I don't mean bugs when I say I'm ticked off. Big talk, squawk, squawk, till you come big man.
And the great thing is, we don't have to make the entire live about Chauvin. We can talk about all types of things. There's plenty of scammers out there. Every live is gonna talk about her. That's the main thing. Our nighttime lives are gonna be about spreading awareness about what Ashley Chauvin has done. We are going to continue to show those videos that I showed where she states that this room exists. And we know this room does not exist. Court record states that. We're going to continue to update on anything that we can update. 1000%. But we don't have to make this content fully and exclusively about Ashley Chauvin. And we can prove to Ashley Chauvin that we don't fucking need her for anything. We'll continue the awareness. We'll continue the court cases. We'll continue to send any more evidence that we get to the FBI, state attorney's office, you know, all of that. But bitch, you don't live rent-free in our head. You thought we did. You thought you did, right? You don't. So from now on, we will update. We will spread our awareness. And anybody who wants to share their story of what happened can absolutely come up here and talk their, you know, tell their story, you know, anything like that. But we can also talk about anything else. So, let's do that. I don't know when her court case is. I don't know if it's up yet. I don't think it's been released yet. We did do a live with Karen Reed. Thank you. Another scammer is Gabby. I've been saying that a long time. Let them. That's a scamming little bitch too. Gabby, the twin Gabby. What's her last name? Well, her TikTok name is Let Them. Let semicolon them. And she has a twin sister named Danny. Gabby and the twin. You know who I'm talking about? Y'all, I can't help it. That one, though, her live just drives me insane. Hold on, I got a puzzle piece. This woman turned off her damn comments and just sings. And just sings fucking songs. It is the most annoying shit. I cannot. And then people sit there and listen to that shit because they're like, she's a scammer. Why are you listening to it? I know he was watching. I couldn't even watch the live of him doing it. Him exposing her because I just... Ugh. The Bad Girls Club twin. I don't know who that is. Yeah, that girl's crazy. There's a lot of different ones that's out there. You know what I haven't seen in a while was that Ash Trevino. What about Lisa? Who's Lisa? Oh, her little clam slams. Isn't that what she calls it? She calls it a clam slam. I'm not saying it to be funny. That's literally what she calls it.
Calls what?
Her splits. She'll like slam down on the ground into a split, Gabby. And she'll be like, y'all want to see my clam slam? Blow! And I'm like,